I have been manifesting this house since 2014. I had a vision many, many years ago that I would be living in a wooden house with very specific features. The most amazingness grace of Buddha in the universe. This house manifested.
Whoa, love it.
Thank you. This piece here is called Twin Flames. Letting some light in even in the bathroom. And like, look at this, man. What? Like, how beautiful is this shower?
A wooden house that has the modern bathroom.
Yeah. This house is built with such integrity, as you can see. On a lot of wooden houses in the countryside, there'll actually be gaps between these floorboards here. Italian coffee. And so for all y'all who think that we can't get amazing coffee in Siem Reap, we can. Brown coffee filter, about that much. See, look at the cool products you can get in Cambodia. Look at this.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Julia, and right now we're serving up piping hot coffee. We even have the gorgeous tray here.
Yeah.
So here you are, love.
Thank you so much. Special.
Here, love, here's your coffee. Yes, second cup of coffee of the day.
Yes.
Hello, this is Julia. Welcome to my home.
Yeah. I'm happy to have you today again.
I'm so happy that you're back. Welcome back to Siem Reap.
Yeah, thank you. Last time was 8 months ago that we did our first video.
Yeah, 8 months ago, we were at the River Gallery, and since then, I've actually moved into a new humble abode.
Yeah.
And a little bit of background on this house. I have been manifesting this house since 2014, okay? So I had a vision many, many years ago that I would be living in a wooden house with very specific features. And then due to circumstances in life, the most amazingness grace of Buddha in the universe, this house manifested.
Oh.
So this is a 2-story wooden house, actually built from reclaimed wood from houses in the countryside, so outside of Siem Reap.
Yeah.
So this is all recycled wood. And it's a 2-story house, and it's actually built in the traditional Cambodian way and by that I just mean that the kitchen is below the house. So all Cambodian homes, at least I would say 99% of Cambodian homes, have the kitchen located under the house. And that's for specific reasons, but given that the houses are wood, the kitchen would not want to be upstairs because there's fires when you're creating food and, things like that. So the kitchen is located down here with a nice little like open close feature.
This is cool.
I love it so much. And then they thought of everything here. They have the fans, this is a very modern house. So if you even look up at the wood here, the construction is gorgeous because there's no gaps between the wood, which means that bugs have a harder time getting in, which is very necessary here in Cambodia. And then come on through here. This is the kitchen. Love it. Okay, so I had them build these shelves. I love these shelves right here.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got all the storage, got the brand new washing machine, brand new fridge, and then we have the storage over here. So brand new shelves over here. I double sink,
Yeah, everywhere looks well organized.
Yeah. Definitely. I always wanted a window over the sink. I don't know why. I think just because I grew up with a window right over the sink. So that was something important to me. I wanted to be able to look out no matter what I was doing. But one thing that I love about Cambodian homes is really the integration with nature and the home. Yeah. So this feels more tangible to nature. And she even said that I could garden out here, which I just moved in 2 weeks ago, so I haven't started gardening yet. But this whole area right here, I think I'm going to turn into a garden and grow herbs and stuff like that. I have some house plants out here, but yeah, I'm going to use this for my little garden area.
This is cool. I love it.
Thank you. And then there's at night, I feel really safe as a woman living in Siem Reap. There's solar lights here, so at night I always feel safe. And then it's a gated community, if you will. Yeah. Which is funny because a gated community in the United States is like where the rich people live. And then my friend Karina's in a house just down there within the same community. So I have some friends here and it's super sweet. And all the families are local nearby.
I love the fact that it's so clean, super clean.
Thank you.
I don't know if this is good to ask. Are you more like OCD? Is it OCD?
Totally. Oh my God. I feel like I have ADHD and OCD, just like a little, a little. And I think that most people are on the sliding scale, they have a little bit of that,
Yeah.
But also, this house has someone who cleans once a week. So this is a serviced house.
Wow.
I know. My last apartment was serviced as well. But the thing I didn't like about the last apartment was I felt too perched. I was like third floor. It was more contained. And I really wanted to be integrated with nature more.
Wow.
So once a week, the cleaner comes in and, make sure to sweep.
I love all the buildings, like all the house in Siem Reap.
Yeah. Oh my God. Look at these beautiful pillars. I'm just like, what? So super cute. And as I mentioned, next door and surrounding this entire neighborhood are local families. So every now and then you will hear a little bit of karaoke, but that's to be expected. The stairs, I'm going to get some solar lights to go up the stairs.
Yeah.
But up here, I've been hanging my plants, I'm just drying some laundry there. But I love this eave here because it protects, during rainy season, we have lots of storms and lots of rain. So this eave, you can hang out up here totally fine and just chill under the fan and hang out with the plants. And I love the vibe up here because the sun rises here and sets over here. And then that means that the moon also comes up here. So it's the most gorgeous view of the moon. So if you're sitting here on the patio, you can witness the moon coming up every night.
It's cool. I'm in love with this building.
I love it so much. Like I said, I'll let you know if one opens. And then these doors are more of like a French door. So very, very beautiful. They just open like this. And inside, oh my God, New Yorkers would be freaking out because this is like a studio bedroom, right? So we have just like the beautiful wooden floors here, windows flanking either side. But the view, I think the best view from the bedroom is just facing right out here.
Yeah.
I have my whole painting area over here working on a new painting. So I really am kind of using it like more of like a studio apartment vibe.
Oh, love it.
Thank you. This piece here is called Twin Flames. So
any story behind it?
Yeah, this is about when two people come into each other's life and they have the propensity sometimes to trigger each other and almost act like a mirror to each other. So say, for example, you have some parts of yourself that still need to be worked on. That partner would then mirror those parts back to you, trigger you. And often in a twin flame dynamic, even though I don't like those words because they're too like pie in the sky, often in the twin flame dynamic, there'll be a period of separation because you almost can't handle, witnessing yourself. And so, yeah, this is kind of about that dynamic. This is about the chasing and the running and the push and the pull. And yeah, it's a little more of a sexual piece. I probably won't be able to show that in Cambodia, but so this armoire was originally on this wall, but I had to move it. Yeah. So, I just felt like the feng shui would be better over here. And of course I have my luggage, so I just stashed that up there, and I'll probably get some more shelving here so that I can get everything off the floor. I don't really care for that look. And then, yeah, this is a nice modern bathroom. Ooh. So yeah, we got the rainfall shower,
Wow, I wasn't expecting this.
Dude, it's so nice. Like, yeah, so the bathroom's just like really modern, got some nice shelving here. I love the little cubby here for the shampoos. And then of course, like letting some light in even in the bathroom. And like, look at this, man. What? Like, how beautiful is this shower? It's like, I'm done.
Yeah, a wooden house that has the modern bathroom.
Yeah. So that's actually exactly what I was looking for.
I wasn't expecting this type of modern bathroom.
It's crazy.
In wooden house.
I know. So like, yeah, that was like one of the huge things was I was looking for.
I love this bathroom.
I'm a modern girl, right? I love the city, but I love wooden floors and I love wooden houses. Like the wooden houses of Cambodia just speak to my heart. And this house is built with such integrity, as you can see. On a lot of wooden houses in the countryside, there'll actually be gaps between these floorboards here. So you can see these are sealed up. There's no gaps where you can see the kitchen below or anything like that. And I feel safe and protected, They built this shelf, actually. Could probably move that. But they built this bottom bookshelf here for me.
Yeah.
And so I just have some artwork here hanging up.
Love the artwork as well. This
Thank
one.
you. This is my friend Tamara Vaughn. She's a local artist. We actually traded prints. This is my friend Charlie. So I have this prayer here. This is Venerable Charlie. I've painted him before. He actually gave me this crazy carved alligator tooth or crocodile tooth. I really don't know what this is. But yeah, these are just tokens from people, things that I brought back from the United States, like this vintage clock. Yeah. This cute little painting by my niece.
I think anyone without telling someone that you are an artist.
Yeah.
You know, anyone that comes into this house, we know that this house belongs to an artist.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm telling you, man, people in New York City would only dream of a place like this. And I can't really disclose the rent, but let's just say that it's very low.
Yes.
We'll say the rent is between $300 and $400 a month. And so that's with a service department, you know, so being clean once a week and, you know, gated communities. So there's high security. They close the gate at 9:30 every night and open it at 7 in the morning. Very accessible. It's a 5-minute walk to the river, 5-minute walk to the NGO that I volunteer with, Colors of Cambodia. So accessibility, actually, a lot of these wooden houses you wouldn't find for at least 3 to 6 kilometers more outside of town, a wooden house like this. So this is an anomaly. The woman and husband, so the wife and husband who built this house, during COVID, they had some hard times like most people, and they decided, oh, let's start an Airbnb or we'll do some rentals. So they started building these probably a couple years ago. And one of the houses they Airbnb and the other 4 they rent long term. So one of the houses is available generally off and on for Airbnb, which is really cool. And yeah, I just feel really lucky that I found this house. I saw it like being advertised and I was like, dude, that house looks too good to be true. There's no way.
Are you the last tenant?
I'm the last one to move in because it miraculously opened.
Yeah.
I just got this bodhicitta painting in Nepal. I did a 10-day meditation retreat in Kathmandu. This is actually an original Thangka painting, hand painted. And this is the Buddha of compassion, so Avalokiteshvara.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything kind of has like a little story, you know, which I love. And, you know, we got the tarot cards here. We got and I actually signed the paperwork on Ganesha's birthday. So I was like, oh my goodness, now I'm going to need a Ganesh statue for my apartment. So I was helping a friend move out the next day and she said, would you like a Ganesh statue? Just randomly.
Is this from Nepal?
No, this Ganesh statue was just given to me by a friend. And it just came to me in an interesting way. So Ganesha is the placer of obstacles, but he is also the remover of obstacles. So I felt like once I removed some obstacles energetically and emotionally in my life, then this house flowed in and I literally trusted my gut. It was the one house I looked at and I just took it. I was just like, yeah, that's the one. And I didn't even know the location. I just jumped in a tuk-tuk. They brought me here and there we go. So we got to water the bonsai here. Yeah, got to make sure that's watered.
I love every corner. I love every corners of this house.
Thank you so much. I'm
it.
obsessed.
Oh my God. I can easily just go down and it feels like I go to coffee shop, you know.
Yeah.
When you are tired from here, you just go down, you feel the same as if you were in the coffee shop.
Yeah. And there's also air conditioning in the bedroom. So, and that thing blasts. I think that's like a new air conditioner or something because it's insane, like frigid, you know? Wow. So again, like it's an airtight house, brand new, I think built like 6 months ago or something.
I love it. And also as a content creator, I would love this place. So like I can easily just make video any corners.
I know.
It's natural light. You know, downstairs also feels like different location, you know?
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons I took it as well, you know?
I love the kitchen.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And again, the dining table there. Like I said, if I go down, I feel the same. I feel different from, you know, from this house.
Yeah. Like even in the main room, it feels different. It feels like almost like a New York, studio apartment vibe. And then you move out here, this is my usual hangout vibes. And it's nice because the way that they built the houses surrounding this house, they really respected the privacy of the neighboring house. For example, when you look on the side of this house, you won't see any windows that peer into this window. There is one here, but generally he doesn't like open that window. And then my neighbor is never really on this porch. So you can see the differences between that porch and like he usually hangs out downstairs. And then this is the Airbnb one right there. And so there's a couple staying there right now. So, this guy that owns a restaurant and another girl. And yeah. And there's like a little bungalow down there. Anyone can use that.
Anyone can use it.
I haven't used it yet because why? But
you have enough space in there, yeah.
Yeah, and so you can garden, and there's lots of like little cats roaming around, and it's so cute.
Honestly, I love this place.
And then if you see, just here, just yonder is the river. Just right over here, 5 minutes, 5-minute walk actually. So by bike, maybe 1 minute, boom, to the riverside. Go fishing, grab a coffee. Oh my gosh, so can I get you a coffee or something? Because
sure.
Any guest of mine needs a coffee. I'm a coffee nut, okay?
Yeah.
So what we've got here is we got the vial of coffee, okay? And so I actually mix several varieties of coffee together, okay? So today we have a blend of some fair trade Italian coffee. And so for all y'all who think that we can't get amazing coffee in Siem Reap, we can. And yes, I know that this isn't...
Is this a local made?
No, this one is not, but it's actually blended with coffee from Mandalkiri. So I like to do a little bit of a blend because the Mandalkiri coffee can be a little bit dark and a little bit chocolatey. And I like to balance it out with more of a medium roast.
I see.
So that's why I keep it in this jar because I actually blend the Mandalkiri with either an Italian or a French roast. So, yeah. And then my methodology, okay, we're always doing the pour over in this household, okay? So we got the pour over method here. And then if you can find these in the Sakura thrift shop, you better look hard because, I buy them whenever I see them. This is the pour over cup. So then we have the Melita filters here. And so again, you might think that Cambodia doesn't have access to the finer things in life, but it does, okay? Because we're doing things proper here, This is all locally sourced. Even this cup, I do a lot of shopping at Sakura thrift store, and that's where all my dishware comes from. And then we used to be able to order things, but now, we can't really order things as much anymore. So there might be some problems with accessibility now, but so then we shake out the coffee grinds in here, about that much. And then y'all know in Cambodia, we all have the hot pot, okay? Or the kettle, the hot kettle. So we got the electric kettle here. And then we just pour over a little bit here in the nice brown coffee filter, about that much. I prefer the pour over because it has a soft, mellow flavor to it. And I feel like coffee machines are a little expensive, so.
Oh, I love these setups. Look at
I brought that from home. My dad, he's a farmer and he collects everything. Like I said, I have 5 barns behind the house that I grew up in. Those barns are filled with tires, tools. I opened a drawer and I just found those I found 3 of them. So I brought one back. I was like, Dad, you're crazy. He's got a movie collection. He's got anything. And that's probably why I stray away from collecting things.
I love it.
Thank you so much. I love it.
I mean, I love how clean this place, your kitchen is. I don't know, maybe because you clean because of me, but I love it.
Thank you so much.
Last time I came to the gallery, it was also clean. That's why I asked you if you are more like a OCD person.
I am. Like before I paint or do anything, like surfaces have to be clean. The house has to be swept. There's a certain kind of feng shui to cleaning for me.
Yeah.
I like to have things picked up off the floor, folded neatly. And there's also, I heard this in India. I think Sadhguru was saying, he's like an Indian master. Sadhguru was saying, you should fold your clothes neatly. There's something to be said for that, every day, making your bed, making sure that the bedding is folded and smoothed over. My brain just can't function as well. If there's like stuff laying around, messy house, messy head.
the same as me.
You know?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Some day, I did most of the time I spend my time in the room, and if I see anything not organized,
Yeah.
it messes my brain.
Yeah, me too.
And I feel like before I stop editing, touching this, touching that, touching that, and before it's already 2 hours. Not
Well,
doing
that's the
anything.
thing also, right? There's a balance. And I heard this thing recently, not just women, but men. You can only clean so much because then you use cleaning as a distraction tool, right? So there's like that fine balance where, okay, you literally have to stop yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, okay, this does not need to be put right here. Like, calm down, like. So yeah, there's like a push pull.
Yeah,
Something.
I find it like I have a lot of distractions when I don't make my house clean.
Oh
It
yeah.
distracts me a lot.
Yeah, me too. So we got to have the clean house. And then I think everything's well organized. Even my fridge, man, I'm telling you.
It's cool. You have a lot of food.
We got the seeds in here. We got the nuts. We got see, look at the cool products you can get in Cambodia. Look at this.
What is this?
Costin Press. This is like a rhubarb. Where is this from? I don't know. But who knows? Anchor Market. We got the nice mustards here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, people, and I bring this up because people, I think, still view Cambodia as like some kind of underdog or like third world country, which that term is like so outdated at this point, isn't it? But yeah, we have access to anything here. And I just keep trying to get people to move here. Has anyone taken me up on it? One person. I convinced this arts writer from New York. I'll carry your coffee. I convinced this arts writer from New York to come out here.
I want you to serve me.
I
want to see. I want to see the view from here.
Let's put it on the tray.
So this is the best view that I'm saying. It looks like a coffee
Here,
shop.
I'll open the door.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Julia, and right now we're serving up piping hot coffee. We even have the gorgeous tray here. So here you are, love.
Thank you so much. Special service.
Oh, I love it.
You can easily just sit here.
Yeah, we can do any creative shots you want, man.
Wow. I'm in love with this place.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And that is your bike.
Yeah. I just kind of put it back. I mean, even though it's like a safe gated community, I still kind of keep it back here. And y'all know, we're drying laundry during rainy season, so we got the laundry here, and there is nothing like air dried laundry. I'm telling you, man. All y'all in the United States using dryers. All right. You might think it's cool and everything like that. You put your, that horrible little, what is that? The freaking dryer sheet in there. First of all, I'm allergic to dryer sheets. I don't even know what's going on with that. But when you have freshly dried clothing with the gorgeous Cambodian air, there is nothing like it. I'm telling you, especially when the sun's out. But I mean, we're out here in rainy season, so there's a constant struggle between pulling the rack in, putting the rack out, pulling the rack in. And then sometimes things will take probably like 5 hours to dry or more, sometimes even 2 days, so that's why I put the jeans out here. But
for me, I think, I don't know the advantage of this step. For me, I think the only disadvantage I've seen here is climbing the step. Climbing the step during the raining.
That is a disadvantage because this eave only goes about halfway over the steps.
And it goes in.
And I'm just like shook because, as I said, traditional Cambodian families, they all have the kitchen under the house. So I was talking to my mom in the United States. I'm like, Mom, the thing is, I'm going to have to get used to having a kitchen downstairs. She's like, well, my kitchen's downstairs. And I'm like, okay, not the same, but yeah, the same. But she's walking down a nice set of carpeted steps like in the house to get her ice cream at night, Whereas like I'm out here with the elements if there's a thunderstorm. And that's why I want to get some LED lights or some solar lights for the steps.
Yeah.
I just haven't been able to source them yet because it's a little bit dangerous, but But yeah, that's really the only one drawback. It's getting some used to. And I prefer to eat like upstairs. I don't know. So I'm always carrying that tray up. And I've had a couple meals down here, but
Well,
And like I
it's
said,
closer to your room.
yeah, this neighbor over here, he eats all his meals downstairs, and then I just take mine upstairs. I don't know. I'm just kind of a weird, especially if I'm watching something or,
Yeah, it's also closer to your room, maybe because of that.
yeah. So then I'm always going up and down with the tray.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. What happened? Did you bring your place down immediately, or you leave it maybe in the morning? You bring it down when you have your dinner.
Oh yeah, that's it depends. It depends. Usually I
Yeah,
will actually bring it down that night
yeah.
because I have a sweet tooth, but I only eat my sweet at the end of the day. So I bring my dinner dishes down here and then I'll get like the sweet treat. But I
I
have to
see.
make sure not to bring too much sweet up because the
I
ants,
see. Yeah. I see.
the ants are insane. With a kitchen like this that's so connected to the outside, if I leave one crumb in my kitchen, the ants will come a knocking. Like there'll be a whole trail. So that's been something I'm getting used to.
Yeah. How about the fridge downstairs? Like, if you want to take like a quick water, you
I
have to
know,
come down.
right?
Maybe.
Someone else, the first thing they said was like, no, you got to get a mini fridge. I'm like, dude, I'm
Yeah, I
not
think
going
so.
there. I'm living like true Cambodian style, okay? If they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah,
every
yeah.
kitchen is called the Thea Bai, which is the rice kitchen, and there are I can't even remember, but there are historical reasons. We'll have to look it up why the kitchen is below the house. And I think it's primarily the cooking, the fire. You don't want to burn the house down because if you're cooking upstairs, it's easier to set on fire or something. Yeah, but there's a reason for that. We'll have to look it up later. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
we ask Cambodians, in case you know the story behind the kitchen,
The
let
rice
us know.
kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thea Bai.
So we have my coffee here. We're gonna do our second interview.
Sure, yeah. I'm gonna make myself
And
another coffee. Third coffee of the day, dude. We already got the hot water here, so let me get this pour over going.
so let me give you views from here. So you are making your third coffee for the day.
I'm
Just-
making the third coffee of the day. Coffee is the one addiction that I could probably never let go of, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm becoming more addicted also.
Are you really?
Yeah. Last time we met, I can only drink one, I'm okay. But now it's like I can take four, I can even take three.
Okay, so you're working on 3 coffees a day?
This is my second time.
Okay.
My second one now. For
I
today.
pace it actually. I'm toning it down a little bit. Well, okay, that's not really actually, but I'm trying to tone it down. Because when I go to the gallery, I'll have one at home every morning, and then I'll go to the gallery and then I'll order like an Americano and then mix it with a latte. So it's kind of like a lot of milk, and
And
the milk is a little bit newer in my coffee practice, but
I love your kitchen.
I do too. You should have seen my last kitchen. All it was one counter. It was ridiculous. My last kitchen was probably from right here to right here. That's all the space I had. So when I came in here, I mean, I was like, yo, first of all, we need shelves, because it was a little bit bare bones. And so, yeah, they literally installed all these shelves. The opportunity to work with landlords who, first of all, are very nice, very amazing, but also I'm helping them with kind of what's needed in the house. So it's like almost raising the value too. So the next time they rent, they could probably, charge a little
Yeah,
bit more.
that reminds me. What do you think about the Cambodian landlords versus the US landlords?
Good Lord. What a good question, dude. I actually did a painting of my 2 landlords in New York, and I'll send you the picture. They were Turkish, and Fred and Akte, and they were characters. They would always wear these like soccer shorts and like put like weird black beard paint and like just really weird characters. And they were not that nice. Like anytime something would happen, we lived in an old turn of the century house that was built in the late 1800s. It was actually haunted in New York City. It was a big Victorian mansion. And anytime that something happened in the house, they would blame us. They'd be like, why did you put a penny down the sink drain? And we're like, dude, we're living with 9 people. No one's trying to actively wanting to clog the drains. And I'm just saying that, here, love, here's your coffee. Yes.
Yeah, I need to cheers. What's cheers?
To the second cup of coffee of the day.
Cheers, yes.
Yeah, so these guys, man, every year without fail, they would raise the rents. And so here it's like, I don't know, Cambodian landlords, it's so easily able to be worked with and worked on. And I would say that Cambodian landlords are more like family because you live near your landlord. So anything that you need is very accessible. And usually you'll always have your landlord's phone number, their direct number. And so anything I need, I just write my amazing landlords and they help me out as best as they can, you know. Full communication, generally very little raising of the rent. Like I feel like the rent here is very steady. You know, sometimes I hear that landlords do raise rents if they realize that the value is kind of going up. But like generally, if you're a good tenant, Cambodians would rather have a good tenant than make, you know, 20, 30 more bucks on the rent.
Yeah.
They would rather have a good long-term tenant, especially with how slow Siem Reap is right now, you know? So yeah, I feel like landlords here are a lot more workable and kind, you know? Because like I said, man, my New York City landlords, they would raise rents every year without fail during the pandemic. In New York City, they were allowed to raise it $200 a year, and they would. They would raise it the maximum amount, just making it harder for people who live there. And I think the house itself was like $7,500 to rent for the month.
Wow.
I mean, that was a whole house with 9 people.
Everyone has the private room.
Yeah, everyone has a private room. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it was like 6 or 7 rooms in the house. So it was a lot. Yeah, it was a lot.
Like when it rains, does you get like a flood day?
Oh, here. Here, let's go in this light and we'll come over here by the plants. So what is it like when it rains? Okay. There's minor flooding here, but I will say that when you rent a house or an apartment in Cambodia, you have to be very aware that there's a rainy season here that lasts about 5 months or longer, okay? And that means a lot of flooding. So that was really one of the first questions that I asked when I moved in here. What is the flooding like? So there's very, very minimal flooding here. The way that they built these places, the way they built these bungalows was like really, really smart. So this ground naturally is elevated. And of course they have the plants here, but I've noticed very minimal flooding here. And then of course this whole living area is raised, you know, so you have like the multi-step up here, but this living area is actually a foot off the base of that ground. So because it's elevated, there's no flooding up here and also very minor flooding down in the grass. So, but yeah, everyone, my God, my friend just moved into an apartment. Unbeknownst to her, she cannot get out of the apartment. I'm not kidding. She had to move. I was like, I can't believe your landlord didn't tell you. That's something that a landlord has to tell you, or you have to ask the landlord. There's got to be clear communication. She literally can't drive her bike out of the area because it looks like a lake.
Yeah.
So like from her door to the road. And that happens to a lot of people in Siem Reap. Your entire road will get flooded and there's no way out. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think one of the questions, and again, if I want to look for house, I usually go during the rainy season.
Good idea, yeah.
Yeah, and again, I will ask, and after I ask, and I wait when there's rain after,
Good.
and then I will just drive my motorbike to
Good.
see it myself.
Go at night.
Yeah,
This is a great video to make. Like things to look for. You got to look for flooding season. You got to look for like, is the road well lit at night? How many dogs are there? Seriously, because you might be chased home by a pack of dogs. That happened at my last place. Where's the sun coming from? Is there going to be too much sun on your porch or the living area? Where are you going to see the moon rise? I mean, these are all, that's why you have to go up multiple times of the day. So the heat, the rain, those are really monstrous factors,
yeah,
you know, for sure.
it's good.
I think, yeah, there's other things too, but I can't quite remember. neighbors, noise levels, who's singing karaoke all night.
But I think you cannot tell these ones, because
That was a
maybe
little
the
more difficult.
yeah, maybe the day you will go be quiet, then after you
Yeah.
move, after 1 week or 2 days, then you start noticing some of the
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also construction. So one of the reasons why I moved out of my last place was there was construction for 2 years. I moved in from the time I moved in to the time I moved out. They were building a monstrosity of a building. And then they tore down this other house and then they tore down another house. So between those three houses,
Yeah.
it was constant racket, just like so look around at the land that's being, are they local families or are they new buildings that are being constructed as you are moving in? Because it could go on for years.
For someone who doesn't like noise, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
for me, I don't like noise because I always want to concentrate. Any small thing,
Same.
I get easily distracted from
Me
just
too.
small something. I can easily just get distracted,
Yep, me too.
and I hate it.
Yep, me too. That's why I was like, that was really one of the first questions. I was like, is there any construction around here? Okay. Looks like things are pretty built.
This is quiet, very
And my
quiet.
friend Karina, she lives down the way. She lived through these being built. I'm like, I don't know how you did it, but she did. She was
Yeah.
like, there's building these bungalows next door. I don't know what's going on.